Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel Nhatz Igorota. So today I'm gonna introduce to you Samovar. A samovar. It is literally known as self-brewer. It is a metal container traditionally used to heat and boil water. Although originating in Russia, the samovar is well known outside of Russia and has spread through the Russian culture to Eastern Europe, Southeastern Europe, Iran, Afghanistan, and the Kashmir region of India, the Middle East, in Azerbaijan, and is also known in some parts of Central Europe. Since the heated water is typically used to make tea, many samovars have a ring-shaped attachment around the chimney to hold and heat a teapot filled with tea concentrate. The ring attachment is called konforka. Though traditionally heated with coal or kindling, many newer samovars use electricity to heat water in a manner similar to an electric water boiler. Antique samovars are often prized for their beautiful workmanship. Samovars are typically crafted out of plain iron, copper, polished brass, bronze, silver, gold, tin, or nickel. A typical samovar consists of a body, base and chimney, cover and steam vent, handles, tap and key, crown and ring, chimney extension and cap, drip bowl, and teapot. The body shape can be an urn, crater, barrel, cylinder, or sphere. Sizes and designs vary from large, like 40 pails, one holding 4 liters or 1.1 US gallons, to those of a modest 1 liter or 0.26 US gallon size. A traditional samovar consists of a large metal containing with a top near the bottom and a metal pipe running vertically through the middle. The pipe is filled with solid fuel which is ignited to heat the water in the surrounding container. A small, like 6 to 8 inches, smokestack is put on the top to ensure draft. After the water boils and the fire is extinguished, the smokestack can be removed and a teapot placed on top to be heated by the rising hot air. The teapot is used to brew a strong concentrate of tea known as savarka. The tea is served by diluting this concentrate with kipyatok, or boiled water, from the main container, usually at a water-to-tea ratio of 10 to 1, although taste varies. The origin and history of the samovar prior to the 18th century is unknown. Connections exist to a similar Greek water heater of classical antiquity, the otepsa, a vase with a central tube for coal. The Russian tradition was probably influenced by Byzantine and Central Asian cultures. Conversely, Russian culture also influenced Asian, Western Europe, and Byzantine cultures. Samovar-like pottery found in Shaki, Azerbaijan, in 1989 was estimated to be at least 3,600 years old. While it differed from modern samovars in many respects, it contained the distinguishing functional feature of an inner cylindrical tube that increased the area available for heating the water. Unlike modern samovars, the tube was not closed from below, and so the device relied on an external fire, instead of carrying its fuel and fire internally. The first historically recorded samovar makers were the Russian Lisitsyn brothers, Ivan Fyodorovich and Nazar Fyodorovich. From their childhood, they were engaged in metalworking at the brass factory of their father, Fyodor Ivanovich Lisitsyn. In 1778, they made a samovar, and the same year, Nazar Lisitsyn registered the first samovar-making factory in Russia. They may not have been the inventors of the samovar, but they were the first documented samovar makers, and their various and beautiful samovar designs became very influential throughout the later history of samovar making. These and other early producers lived in Tula, a city known for its metal workers and arms makers. Since the 18th century, Tula has been also the main center of Russian samovar production, with Tulsky Samovar being the brand mark of the city. A Russian saying equivalent to carrying coal to Newcastle is to travel to Tula with one's own samovar. Although Central Russia and rural region were among the first samovar producers, over time several samovar producers emerged all over Russia, which gave the samovar its different local characteristics. By the 19th century, samovars were already a common feature of Russian tea culture. They were produced in large numbers and exported to Central Asia and other regions. The samovar was an important attribute of Russian households and taverns to tea drinking. It was used by all classes, from the poorest peasants up to the most well-suited people. The Russian expression, to have sit by the samovar, means to have a leisurely talk while drinking tea from a samovar. In everyday use, samovars were an economical permanent source of hot water in older times. Various slow-burning items could be used for fuel, such as charcoal or dry pine cones. When not in use, the fire in the samovar pipe faintly smoldered. As needed, it could be quickly rekindled with the help of bellows. Although a Russian jackboot, or sapog, could be used for this purpose, bellows were manufactured specifically for use on samovars. Today, samovars are popular souvenirs among tourists in Russia. This is Baroque Samovar, 18th century samovars from a 1989 series of USSR postage stamps. This is barrel-type samovar, early 1800s from a 1989 series of USSR postage stamps. While this is a squash-type samovar in the 1830s from a 1989 series of USSR postage stamps. And this is samovar in the form of a classical vase in 1840 from a 1989 series of USSR postage stamps. This is Russian silver and enamel samovar with cup and tray, late 19th century. Samovar by George Stefan Dorfer at the German Museum. Samovar with teapot in Riga, Latvia. Latvia was influenced by the Russian culture and there still exists a Russian-speaking community. Samovar made out of ceramic, Giselle Samovar. Samovar of old production. Samovar on table, art by Russian painter Sergei Smirnov, made in 1981. Samovar in Tomsk Museum. So that's it about the history of a Russian samovar. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and comment down below for more improvements of the video. Again guys, thank you so much and God bless.